Hey y'all, it's your girl KV back with another review for Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Season 2, Episode 6, A Perfect Summer Storm. I'm just gonna jump right on in. I'm just gonna jump right on in, y'all, because this episode, it had its cute moments, and then it had its like, oh my god, not again, not again moments. I can also appreciate this episode because the two events that they had between the mixer and the Freaknik party, they had outside friends. They had other people there. It wasn't just the house guests. And I was like, thank you. I need Bravo to, I said I'm gonna hop right in and then didn't hop right in. I need Bravo to up the budget a bit for this show because we can tell it's lacking. It really, I said a few episodes ago, are they having to come out of pocket with these events? Is this like their own personally hosted events? And yeah, the more I look at it, I'm like, yeah, they are having to come fully out of pocket for the events that they're throwing. And that is just crazy to me. Like there should be a budget for events. Like these folks just in the house doing stuff in the house every time in the house. Like, can we, have some water activities? Can we, I appreciate Amir with the horseback ride and taking them outside the house because everything is either dinner or in the house. Dinner, backyard party. Dinner, backyard party. Dinner, backyard party. But at least they had other people in their parties this time. They also need to up the budget a bit. First, they need to promo. If they could promo the show and actually bring people in to watch it, they could up the budget because it's given we filming in the off season, so don't nothing be going on the island while they there. Because if you look in the background at the clubs don't really be jumping. Don't nothing be jumping when they out there. So I'm like, y'all are clearly filming in the off season. If y'all film in the summer when stuff is popping, we can have more people. We can meet people and invite them to the parties and all that stuff like that. So, just a little tidbit before we jump into the episode. So, this episode starts with Summer. Like I said, a perfect summer storm. We see Summer kind of laying out why she is a mess this season. Apparently her granny is having surgery and she's kind of nervous about that. She's on the phone with her nana, and I guess she had eye surgery because she says she won't really fully regain her sight for another 4 months or something like that. So Summer is really close with her nana because her nana raised her because her mom struggled with addiction. So she was raised by her grandparents. She also mentions that the man that she thought that was her father her whole life is not really her father. So now she's been trying to find her real dad or trying to get in contact with her real dad. I can't quite remember if she said she knew who it was and just didn't know how to contact him, or if she didn't know who he was at all. So in conclusion, with this first little bit, Summer should be at home healing, getting therapy, and taking care of her nana, because Summer is a wreck this summer, and we can tell even though we only saw a little bit of her last summer. The things that she's going through is enough to put a damper on your mood. And as somebody who has been in a situation where I was in grad school when when my granddad was battling cancer, and it totally affected my mood. Like I was totally lashing out. Well, not necessarily lashing out, but having these moments where people would be like, what is going on with her? But after one of those instances happened around other people, I got myself in some therapy. I got myself some drugs. Like I have time to be going through anxiety around these people because I'm worried about what's going on in my personal life. Like I had things to do. So yeah, at 22, 23, I knew that I need to take care of me, go get some therapy, go get some drugs. So I need Summer to do the same. Please do not come back next season. Please go to therapy. Please take care of your nana. Please go find your daddy. Please heal. Because we don't need all this next season. So everybody is getting ready for couples weekend. Preston's now fiance Donald is coming. Amir's girlfriend Natalie is coming, and Bria's boyfriend Simon is coming. Remember, we already met Simon last year. He came. It was a bit of a stink when he came because they were being real. I feel like they were being a little bit ridiculous because she had told them up front Simon's gonna come for like a week. They were like, okay, cool. And then I think it was Silas who kind of had a problem with Simon coming for the week. But she's like, Simon is from Germany. Like, for him to get out here and have to take a plane from Germany to the States and then get to this island, that'll be too much just to be staying for a weekend. So he's staying for the week. I completely agree with that. I had no problem with that because, yeah, if I'm doing all that traveling, I'm not finna turn right back around and go back home. You better set up a cot for me. So I'm going to be here. I'm your house guest for half the season. Yeah. And Simon had gave everybody nice watches. So I feel like at this point, Simon can, do whatever within reason because we see that he is a gracious guest. He's very nice. So when everybody's getting there, Donald gets there, Amir's going to get Natalie, and Simon gets there. They're kind of making fun of his outfit because it was like this was it pajamas? It looked like it could either be pajamas or like one of them beach sets, but it was like patterned, had all these flowers on it. The shirt looked like it was black with the pattern, the pants was like blue with the pattern. It was just a lot going on, so they was making fun of that. But they all go upstairs and go on the balcony. Well, not all of them, but about half of them go up there to drink and just chill with Simon. Bria asks Preston if Phil can come. Preston is like, you can invite him. I'm fine with that. We squashed it on the phone. That's cool. So she calls Phil to let him know that he can come to the party and everything like that. And she's like, yeah, tell Mariah too. He's like, okay, I'll tell Mariah. Mariah, we can go to the party. And Bria is so... She just was so annoyed by this. But I'm like, girl, you already know they friends. He told you on the last time y'all was on the phone that him and Mariah been talking since they left last year. And he knew that she was already coming. That's how you got your tea on the fact that Mariah's ticket was already booked. So her being annoyed by him being there with Mariah was so annoying. Get over it, girl. You know that they friends. So Preston is hosting a cocktail mixer to welcome everyone. It was cute. Mariah popped up. Well, not popped up. They knew she was coming. Mariah, so, boy, Mariah looked good with her tall self. Jasmine was excited to see her. She said last year was the first time that their friendship of 12 years had been tested. Hold on, y'all. I need some water. Let me wear my whistle. I'm right at my time marker, 5 o'clock. So, like I said, Mariah and Jasmine, they're back on track with their friendship because we know Bria led the crusade to get Mariah out the house last year, and Jasmine just went along with it when Mariah didn't really do all that much to be kicked out, especially when Summer yanked and bopped that girl upside the head later on in that season, and Summer was right back here wreaking havoc on the whole daggone house. Like, please. Jesus. I think it's dusty in this corner. I might need to dust behind this chair some more. So, where we at? Before they left the house, Amir was trying to get everybody to meet Natalie, and everybody was just like, we'll meet her later. Summer had already told them when they were drinking on the balcony that she met Natalie before at a party, and she was just kind of standoffish. She wasn't warm. It wasn't good vibe. So she was just like, I ain't all that interested in meeting her. And that is exactly what Natalie shows us this episode. Every time we see Natalie, she was being she's just so off-putting. So first time we see Nat, well, not the first time, but the first time they're at the party and they're meeting her, they're sitting there talking. They're making fun of Amir because what he's wearing. They're like, look like you about to go sell a house, because they're both realtors. Look like you about to go sell a house. Look like you about to go sell a house. And she's like, yeah, we're both realtors. He sells under $1 million houses. I sell the over $2 million houses. So like what he makes in a year, I make in a month. And they standing there like, okay, girl, why is you trying to sun him in front of his friends when you first now meeting them? Everybody is really put off by that. Everybody is really put off by that. And you can tell she's pretty insecure. She thinks that it's given, she thinks that everybody want her man. And we see Amir in the confessional putting 20 on 10, saying that last year all the women wanted him or was this, that, and the third. He tried to clean it up a little bit, but it still was coming off like you think you hide stuff and everybody was after you, when that totally was not the case. Nobody was pressed for you. You was trying to get at Jordan and she was not feeling you. You probably too short for her and too corny for her and not black enough for her, because you love talking about how you don't know nothing about your black roots and you ain't get your first black haircut till you was in your 20s. And so yes, they're at the cocktail party, and how they get all the way up there? So Phil and Mariah, like I said, Mariah and Phil, they arrive together. When they get there, Mariah pulls Bria to the side and basically is doing a temperature check. She mentions that since last summer, she has reached out to Bria many times. Well, she was like, she reached out to Bria to smooth things over. Bria says, yeah, multiple times. So this girl been going above and beyond to try to smooth things over for what was the smallest argument that you made the biggest deal. And you just still want to keep up all this animal on your chest for what? For what? Bria is so fake, because while she's in Mariah's face, she's acting like it's all good. She's acting like, yeah, girl, we squashed it. But you've been around the house raging about her coming back for the last few days. Bria is so fake, okay? Just fake. They also mention how Amir low-key started all of this. And Mariah mentions, because, you know, he had put the dog clothes in the dryer without paying attention. And when he saw the argument popping off, he just kind of stood there like, let me shrink into the back so nobody sees that I look concerned because I'm the cause of all of this. So Mariah admits that she kind of, got heightened by that situation because she thought that Bria put the stuff in the dryer and she's allergic to dogs. Bria was like, yeah, I didn't even realize that I didn't put the stuff in the dryer. I was just, she was just confused and in the middle of an argument, and Bria likes to argue, so she didn't care if she did it or not. She just found this as an opportunity to exert her brattiness, okay? She didn't even address the real issue. Mariah said that she had reached out to Amir for an apology for not speaking up, and he basically was like, apologize for what? Y'all the one that got to arguing. You was the one that put your hands on her. I'm not apologizing. So now Bria is in the confessional, like acting all honky dory. Yeah, we squashed it. I'm good because, if somebody comes to me and apologizes, then yeah, we're all good. Girl, she apologized to you multiple times over the past year. So why was you still coming to this house acting like that? Because if that's the case, Mariah should have been main cast. Mariah better be main cast next season. I feel like Mariah's energy will it'll help neutralize the house. It's so many strong wanna be the HBIC personalities in the house. I feel like Mariah would help neutralize that. Okay. So while this is going on, I don't know what's going on. Phil pulls Alex, Nick, and Amir to the side to explain himself. And they just sitting there giving him the blank stare like. They don't really care. He's talking about how the tequila was expensive, so he drank a lot of tequila and he was nervous, but that's no excuse for what I did, but that's what happened. Nick is hilarious. Nick was in the confessional throwing all types of shots this episode, and it was so funny. Nick is like, I'll be fine if I never see him again. I mean, I'm at Wimbledon. I'm at the Kentucky Derby. I'm going to Africa. I'm in London. I'm in Tokyo. We don't go to the same places. I said, now we don't move the same. I ain't got to worry about you. Amir is just like, I'm very protective of my guys, so I wasn't going to let you disrespect nobody. I won't let you going to come in bullying people, no. Nick is like, it was just so, basically the apology was lackluster. I don't even think Nick stayed around to listen to the whole thing. I believe he was like, yeah, I'm good. I ain't got to listen to this. Nick said, you know how when people have a month to read the book and then they still come not prepared? You had a whole year to prepare this apology, and this is what you came with? Crack me up. So everybody's leaving. They're getting ready for the Freaknik party. The fits are too cute. They did this. This is probably the best party they done had thus far, even though it's a backyard party. It still seems like the best party that they done had thus far. They have an artist coming. An artist coming to draw tattoos. So Nick and Alex got some fake tattoos drawn on them, and Nick is doing it for the ladies. He took them glasses off. He got them tats on, and the girls was just like, okay, Nick. Okay, Nick, we see what you working with. Okay. They're like, yeah, he needs some tats in real life. So Natalie and Amir are upstairs getting ready, and everybody's downstairs, hype. They taking shots. They they getting crunk. Natalie gonna say to Amir, I don't want to be a part of that. But please come to the front. Come to the front, Natalie. Please explain to the class what that is. Because it's given racist. It's given anti-black. It's given, I don't want to hang around these rowdy Negroes. So why is you here? And my Jocelyn Hernandez was, oh, why is you here? Because what is that? I was ready to fight. I was ready to fight. I wanted Jordan to overhear that and to, put that little sassy little attitude to work for good this go around, because I truly want to know what that is, Natalie. What is that? So they go to the backyard. They have a good little Freaknik party. Jordan gives a brief history on Freaknik, how, it started off as a college kids party because they couldn't afford to go to Florida for their vacays. And so they just started Freaknik. I laughed because I was like, not you giving a history on Freaknik when y'all ain't know who Arthur Ashe was. If we giving history lessons, we need history lessons all around. So Shanice and Noel, it cracked me up. It was like some chicken, like chicken in the bag. They were pulling that chicken. I'm like, I hope y'all hands clean. Putting it in a little brown paper bag. Like, I'm gonna need this for later. I'm gonna be hungry later. I said, that's my type of girls, because I am the same way, baby. I'm gonna need a little doggy bag to go. Like, this is how I know, it's always confused me on why when people get to a certain status or a certain restaurants or certain monies, they feel like taking home leftovers is tacky. So you think it's better to waste food? What? I'm gonna always get my stuff to go if it's something left. I do not care what everybody else think. If it's something I'm paying for and it's got left on the table and it's gonna get thrown away, baby, box this up. Do you box it or do I box it? Okay, well, box that up for me or bring me my box, because it's coming home with me. Period. I never understood that. So yeah, they getting their little chicken wings to go. So the party, they had a good little party. Like I said, they had other people there. It wasn't just a house guest. After the party, they go to the hot tub. And at this point, they decide they finna dig in a little bit about Natalie and Amir. How did you guys meet? Oh, we met at the gym and then we ended up moving in 2 months after that. 2 months. 2 months. Okay. They ask them, what they're excited about next for their relationship. Natalie says she's excited for them to be working together because now he's going to be working for her team. And, she's excited about that. Amir says he's ready to propose. Natalie has zero reaction. He said, yeah, I mentioned it to her. I said, I might propose this weekend. And she said, oh, I don't have a dress for that. Baby, she is not that into you. She is not that into you. She is probably with you just to say I'm with Amir on TV and get her a little piece of this, that, there, so she can put it on some resume or say she did. I don't know, but she giving I don't like black people, I just like you. And she barely like you. So yeah, Amir, I'm not seeing what you see as far as you thinking that this the girl that you want to marry. Mm-mm. So they're in the hot tub. Everybody comes out to the hot tub and they're playing Never Have I Ever. Noelle says Never Have I Ever slopping the knob. And they're like, that's not how you play. Summer goes crazy. That's not how you play. She's just screaming and stuff like that. And y'all, to be honest, is there a wrong way to play Never Have I Ever? If you say something you did, you just got to make sure you put down your finger and act like it's not something that you ain't ever did before. Like, every time I've played it, people have ran out of things to think about that haven't been said, depending on how many people it is and stuff. And they just end up saying stuff that they have did and just put their finger down. Like, it's not that deep. That's not how you play. That's not how you play. So now she's jumping up, hollering, she's spilling her drink, and she's just yelling and raging. And it is just so uncalled for. Bria ends up being like, you scared? I guess she was talking to Noelle, you scared? Noelle like, no, I ain't scared. This ticks Summer off even more because she feels like Bria is trying to come for her. And Bria's like, well, don't throw that drink. Don't throw that drink. Da, 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 da. They really sitting here having a full-blown argument. Summer ends up storming into the house. She's yelling. She's fuming still. And she starts yelling at Alex about, why are you washing it off in the sink? Why are you washing it off in the kitchen when it's 4 bathrooms upstairs? Why won't you go to one of the 4 bathrooms upstairs? Because he was washing his tattoos off in the sink. Now, excuse me, there ain't really nothing to yell at. But I probably would have asked the same question. I ain't even gonna why you putting ink in the sink when we, probably clean our food instead? Like, yeah, we can clean the sink, but can't you just go upstairs? But she was yelling and doing the most, and it was just so uncalled for. He basically says, like, last year, Summer brought a different energy to the house, and that's why I liked her, and that's why blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, this year she different. She real different this year. So we see everybody coming in the house. The party's over. The hot tub is over. Oh, side note, Donald Preston Boo was asleep on the couch, and the guys came in and they saw him sleep, and they was like, should we tell him to go upstairs? And while he's sitting there asleep, you hear brrr. I was like, nah, he don't fart in his sleep on camera. So they wake him up like, you don't want to go upstairs? He like, nah. They're like, it's not too loud. He was like, huh? I'm good. That was just some of the comic relief. I'm like, why everybody farting? Why people farting and making everybody laugh? No matter how old you get, fart jokes and farting is going to always bring a giggle out of people. So like I said, the party is over. Shanice is in her room. She's laying in the bed with some ice on her ankle because remember, she rolled her ankle playing basketball. Bria is in there talking to her, and Noelle is trying on a wig. I guess it's Shanice's wig. She throws his wig on, and she's like, I feel like it washed me out. Da, da, da. Noelle is in her own little world. She's going to always be the good time girl. She's not going to dwell or harp on much. She's just trying to have fun. So She ends up having Shanice take pictures of her in the wig. Summer comes by and is like, "Are y'all having fun without me? Are y'all having fun without me?" And comes in to just wreck the fun. It's very much giving misery loves company all summer long for Summer, and it's just so exhausting. She truly needs to go heal and go get some therapy. So she's mad that they're having fun without her, and she ends up storming off and is like, "Go have fun with your new friends, Noelle. Go have fun with your friends." Noelle is so sweet. She just don't want her to be mad at her. She chasing after her like, "I wasn't laughing at you. I was just taking pictures in a wig." And, you have your own separate friendship with Jordan and Preston, and I don't be tripping about that. Summer is like, "Well, that's different. That's different. Like, trust me, you don't want that friendship. You don't want that friendship." And in a confessional, she admits that she is jealous of the fun and light friendship that Bria, Shanice, and Noelle has, because her relationship with Preston and Jordan is heavy right now. Like I said, Preston lost his dad right before coming out to the house. Jordan is dealing with her alopecia, so they're definitely not as fun and light as the other girls are, because they're probably, venting to each other. So the friendship is heavy, and I can see that taking a toll on Summer, especially if they don't know that she's got her own stuff going on. But Summer, that's your fault. If you can't take people unleashing on you, you say that. Let's call it boundaries. Tell people. I tell people all the time, and I'm a person, if I need to vent, I say, how are you feeling? I ask how the person feeling at first. How are you feeling? Would you mind if I vent to you? I just need to get some stuff off my chest. I can't stand when people call me and go immediately into venting about stuff. I hate it so much, y'all. I will just put the phone down on the counter and just like check it every couple minutes to see if they still going on and on. Or if I hear them say my name, I'll pick the phone back up. But I hate when people call me and don't do a temperature check to see if I'm even in a space to hear you complain about anything. I don't care if you're complaining about your dog just pissing the floor. You don't know what space I'm in to bring that to me. Okay? So yeah. Summer got to set some boundaries. Summer has to go to therapy. Summer needs to talk to somebody where she can get this stuff off her chest. She ends up when she initially stormed off, back it up some more. When she came in the room, she's trying to start something with Bria. And Bria was like, "Girl, I already apologized to you 7 times. What do you want out of me?" And she's like, "Yeah, we're good. We're good. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy your new friends, Noelle." And when she was storming off and Noelle was chasing after her, she pushed Noelle. And she's like, "See, Bria, I pushed her. I pushed her." And it was like, girl, you are truly not well. You should really go home. You should really go take some time to get that therapy and stay at home next season. Stay with Nana and take care of Nana and get that therapy and find your dad, because you're so miserable. And it just doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be that way, my girl. You can have fun like the other people that's having fun. So she storms off again. Noelle is running up after her, following her again, and Summer knocking over boxes and just being a complete maniac, just doing the most. And I'm like, poor little sweet Summer. She's just so... She just gives bright-eyed and bushy tails and don't quite know what's going on in the world, which is strange because she's like 28 years old, right? Then somebody said she's like dang near 30. So it's like, boo, you got to be a little more, cognizant of what's going on around you, because the situation with Alex, with her crying in the club, drunk, that was too much. This situation here with her running up after Summer while Summer is raging maniac, and it was just like, baby, I just sit this one out. Just go grab some chips and just wait this one out and wait till the morning and y'all can talk about it and hash it out then. But Noelle is just too sweet for her own good. You can tell. But that's how this episode ends, y'all. The reunion is going to be a time. Because I'm sure people are going to have a lot of questions for Summer. because she truly has been a mean girl this whole season. This whole season, she has just, been rubbing everybody the wrong way. So, yeah, I know how people feel like reality TV gotta have a little bit of drama. So, Bria and Jordan and Summer are good for the show because they bring a little drama, but I don't subscribe to that way of thinking, y'all. I feel like there's gonna be drama regardless, but when people be like this crazy, like how Summer is being, Summer is giving Katie Ross from Real Housewives of Potomac types of unhinged. And Katie left the show because she had to work on her and get the therapy. Summer should follow right behind her. Jordan should follow right behind her. Bria just needs a freaking reality check. I don't even know if therapy is what Bria needs. She just needs a reality check. She needs somebody to like beat her up for real, and not just that little bop that Summer gave her last year. She needs somebody to beat her up for real. And the crazy part is, that reminds me, at the end of the episode, while Summer was storming around the house yelling, cussing, throwing stuff, they were like, Shanice and Bria were still in Shanice's room, and they were like, well, what if she tries to come back in here? And they're like, we should lock the door. Girl, did Bria get up and run and lock herself in the bathroom so that Summer didn't come beat her up again? But you be trying to act all hard and tough like somebody supposed to be scared of you any other time. But when your life is really in danger because Summer finna come two-piece you again, you running and locking doors and hiding yourself in the bathroom. Girl, go on, let her two-piece you up. I hope it's a 10-piece this time so she can go home and maybe you can learn to stop being so daggone bratty. Ugh. But yeah, y'all, that is the end of this episode. What is this? Episode 6. So we got, is this season 7 or 8? I mean, 8 or 10. I hope it's 10 episodes. What was last season? Last season was 8. So it's probably just going to be 8 episodes this season. And then we'll have at least a 1-part reunion. I'm excited. I'm glad that they're getting a reunion. Like I said, bravo, y'all need to up the promo, y'all need to up the budget, like do some things. Don't be just trying to sabotage the black shows, because I'm tired of them just giving 1 or 2 seasons of the black shows and then it be done with. Because I still want, what was the love match, the relationship couple matching people, I still want the couple matching people show coming back. That was a good show. They need to bring it back. But yeah, y'all, like, thumbs up the video, comment, let me know what y'all think about the episode and this review. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share the video with somebody. Give me some more subscribers. Y'all know I'm on my road to 500. I gotta hit these milestones, y'all. I want to get to 500 by the end of the year, so help a girl out. Like the video so that it can start popping up on other people's algorithm. Comment so somebody can see it and they can watch it too. Y'all know how this YouTube stuff go. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. It's Taco Tuesday and we about to go order us some tacos. So y'all be easy. Bye.